I think when it comes to the font of your worksheet, I think that's a pretty important aspect of it. It's one thing to have an overall same font for everything versus maybe a mix of font. But one of the things that really kind of drives me nuts, and it's just probably me, is that I really don't like the default font that comes with the system. Right now, if you were just to sit down and create a worksheet, it'll be done in the Calibri font. And the Calibri font is a proportional, thin font. And one of the things about it, when it comes to proportionality, is that it makes it kind of hard to, at least in my opinion, okay, it makes it a little bit hard to kind of read what's going on with this. In other words, I can look at it. I guess I can read it, but it doesn't, it just seems like it's a blob to me, almost. I just don't like the proportional spacing. I like every character to have the same width to it. In other words, if we looked at, for instance, you look at Alex and you look at Chip, the letter A, let's just look at Alex here. The letter A takes up a lot more width than the L does, and the E and the X pretty much are along the same lines, but each character has its own amount of space. When you go with the monotype spacing, that's where each character takes up the same amount of space, and the Courier and the Courier New fonts are like that. So I want to just kind of show you what your worksheet would look like if transformed from what you see here to the Courier New. So my thing is that with all the examples that you will see in all the videos for Excel, you'll see that for the most part, they're all in the Courier font. It's just a cleaner font. It's just, to me, it's just easier to read. So I'm trying to sell you on it. You don't have to buy it, but I'll have you take a look at it and you can tell me, all right? So what you'll do here is we'll just kind of select the whole worksheet. So we just click on the select all up there. And up here is your font. That's in the home tab. We're going to click onto that. And we're going to go down to the Calibri. Or not Calibri, I'm sorry, the Courier New. That's pretty much the old typewriter font, just so you know. So you click onto that, and you do that. And then while we still have it all selected, we can kind of point to one of the borders here and double click that. Point to one of the borders on the row, double click that, and it gets it all kind of lined up as far as the perfect widths and perfect heights for your rows and columns. So there you have it. I mean, that's pretty much what it's all about. I don't know, when I look at this, I think it's just a lot cleaner looking. Now, let me show you the previous version of it, and then we'll look at this. So what I'm going to do here real quick is I'm just going to make a copy of this worksheet. So I'll just kind of drag that over to here. Oh, there's a copy of it, right? So that's what we just had. I'll go back to this one here, though. I'm going to hit the undo a few times here. And there we go. So you had that versus that. So you tell me, I mean, I'm just saying that rhetorically. You don't have to tell me. But you make up your own mind which one you think looks best. That's the original, and there is the new version. All right, now, another thing. Nothing wrong with taking what you have now and maybe taking the title and coming up with a completely different font, maybe a script type font. So you can go up here, change this one to the, well, it's not really a script. I should say it's a font here. Let me find it, called Papyrus. Kind of a neat one. You click onto that one. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool looking font. Kind of a classic font there. Okay. So I guess I'm trying to say on the fact that I think Courier is the best font, but mixing it up with some other fonts is okay too. And this to me would look really good. Nice classic look to it. Now, one last thing. If you want to make sure that every time that you start out a worksheet that it's already in Courier and whatever size, or any other font, whatever you decide to use, you can actually change the default font for the program And the way you do that, so that way, anytime that you create a brand new worksheet or workbook, really, with all your worksheets, they'll be in that particular font, the default font. How do you make that happen? Well, what you can do is if you go over here to the File tab, all right, and go down to the Options, all right, a little window will pop up here. And in the General area, you'll see where it says Use this default font. Now, body font pretty much means the Calibri, all right? So if you click onto that, and say, okay, I want this to be always in the Courier New, we'll find Courier New. There it is. And then you can also pick the size. So if you want to maybe make it a little bit bigger, you can pick with, or go with maybe 12 or something like that. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And then once you've done that, you hit OK. It'll tell you that this is not going to take effect until you close down the program and restart it. All right. So I'll just do that now. I'll hit OK. And then we'll go ahead and we'll close this up. And now if I just go back into Excel, there we go. And that's it. All right, now you'll see that we now have the font Courier New 11 point. That's our new default. So that's how it works, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you can maybe use parts of it. Take care.